Oh my God, this is horrible. All right, guys, I'm in McDonald's, and I'm just using the internet here on my laptop. I just wanted to share something real quick. If you can't hear me or having trouble hearing me, just like give me a thumbs up or something, or just tell me in the chat. But anyway, the name of this live is Postal Demands, right? So I'm reading from Meet Your Strawman right here, and it's page 30. And blessings to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not tuning in right now while I'm live, that's cool. You can watch it later and just grasp this information, right? So I'm going to read this and then I'm going to show you how to do it. All right. This is Postal Demands, page 30. Meet Your Strawman, right? I'm going to read it. First of all, let me pray real quick. Father God, thank you for the wisdom you've given us. Praying as that you would help me to discern it the right way for us to easily comprehend and put into action. Protect us from any negative influences, and pray that everything we do is with the result of you being glorified. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, so listen, each person generally gets a number of demands for amounts of bills to be paid, right? So if you get a demand for a payment, you'll notice that it is not addressed to you, the human, but the fictional straw man, which has a name which sounds like you, but your name, but it's not the same. Okay, so that piece of mail right here, right? And I don't really care about this address because I'm not even here anymore, but there's my name in all capital letters. So even though it looks like my name, it's really not my name at all. It's a fictitious character or entity, as the book is saying. So let me finish. So the name will be printed on the demand in all capital letters, or in rare cases preceded by Mr., Miss, or Mrs. And any one of those names refers to the straw man who sounds like you and which has a creation date which matches what you have been told was your birthday. You can pay this demand if you want to, but it is entirely optional. Remember that it is not you who is being billed. Also, it's worth remembering is that you, the human, are bound by common law and not legal statutes. So if you don't know what common law is, you need to look that up. Okay? Common law does not require you to pay any form of tax. Okay, so the company invoicing the straw man is hoping that you don't catch on to the fact that it is not you who is being billed, and so make the payment as a mistake on your part. If you don't want to pay this unnecessary charge on behalf of the straw man, then you can mark the envelope "No contract, returned to sender," and mail it back to the sender. Any subsequent letters can be treated in exactly the same way. Listen very carefully to how I'm what this book is saying. No contract, return to sender, and mail it back to the sender. Any subsequent letters can be treated in exactly the same way. As in all cases, do not have any telephone conversations about it, as verbal communications bristle with legalese verbal traps. At most, say that you wish to deal with any such matters by mail and terminate the call. It does not matter if an employee turns up at your home and hands you a letter or puts it through your mailbox. The letter is not for you or even addressed to you. It is addressed to the straw man, so it can be mailed back the same way as any other letter. Meet your straw man and whatever you want to know. Rick, you can get it off Amazon for $5, or I can, if you email me, I can send you the PDF. If anyone hasn't ordered this book or ordered the other book, the UCC connection, right? There's another book I'm gonna tell you guys to read, but I'm not gonna just like overwhelm you. And you first need to just grasp these two books first. If you don't have, I think I have this one on PDF. I'm not sure if I have this one on PDF. I'm pretty sure I do. But if you don't, if you want to read it now and you don't want to wait to get it in the mail, just email me, mreid, REID1, Tyrant. Yeah, read that book, man. Highlight, study it, bro. Study it, Rick. That's not like a Disney book. You can just read through it. It's something that you'll read several times and use it as a study guide. If you can notice on the back of the UCC Tyranny book, it has the 10 maximums of commercial law, right? So let's read these. A workman is worthy of his hire. Some of these things won't make sense to you until you actually start getting involved in these situations where you're using law and codes, and then these maximums, which are, in my opinion, principles of law that God have made, that are going to help you get into the right frame of mind when you're dealing with. I mean, these are people, but these are spirits that we're actually dealing with. Ephesians, it says, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but dark principalities and high spirits. So even though these people are judges in high positions and stuff like that, they're also being used by spirits, which people have to be open to stuff like that and have a certain type of attitude. So all are equal under the law. Okay. In commerce, truth is sovereign. Truth is expressed in the form of an affidavit. So if you guys don't know what the Truth and Lending Act is, you need to look that up. And pertaining to these coupons and these things that you guys want to mail off with success, look up the Truth and Lending Act. Billing error 1666. Okay, Truth Lending Act, billing error 1666. Okay, and really, there's a video on YouTube of a young lady named Tara. You guys need to really look that up, and it's going to help you understand how to send what the remittance letters that you're sending, because there are certain ways that you have to send these letters, and there's certain things that you have to address in the letters for it to be valid. Okay, so I've sent you guys some templates, and I've sent you several things, some of you guys, and there are, like I said, there are many different ways to do this, but depending on where you're at and what company you're dealing with, and some ways will work, some ways won't. But this is what I am learning for sure, that if you understand the United States codes and the Uniform Commercial Codes and the federal codes that these corporations are breaking, then you can stand in your square and put them on notice effectively. Tell them what laws they're breaking, how they're breaking them, and put the remedy for their breaking of the violations. But if you don't understand or know any of these things exist, you're just going to write whatever you think or whatever template someone sends you. I'm sending you templates, and then templates are exactly what they mean. Let's look up the word template, because this is a world where you have to look up the meaning of words, or you will get caught up in something that you have no idea you're getting caught up in. Right? So excuse all the background noise, but I already told you guys where I'm at. Template definition. We're going to look in Webster's dictionary. Because I don't have a Black's Law dictionary in front of me. Template. A shape of piece of metal, wood, card, plastic, or other material used as a pattern for processing, such as painting, cutting out, shaping, or drilling. Something that serves as a model for others to copy. A present form or a form for a document or file used so that the format does not have to be recreated each time it is used. Okay, so a template, the things that I send you, some of you guys, those are ideas of how your papers are supposed to, or your letters are supposed to be structured. The wording though in there is solely, I really feel like it's up to you to understand these definitions and codes so that you know what to put in these templates. Okay, Prolific. Send it to me, or send it in the chat, or my email, mreid, REID1 @rocketmail.com. Peace. I forgot what was it saying? So the templates, guys, they're good. They serve a good purpose, and most of them, the templates that I have are very legit, and some of them have worked the way that I send it to you, but some of them has to be recreated for your circumstances. And if you have no due diligence and you're trying to enter these circumstances with your own understanding, you are going to be in for an interesting ride, right? So listen, some of the people are saying, why are you dealing with some of the things you're dealing with, and like Spectrum cutting off the internet, and now other circumstances, is because I made the mistake that I'm trying to help you guys not make, which is when you start to learn this information, you get super excited and you want to do it all at one time, and you don't come up with a structure of what you want to work on first or what you should be doing. Due diligence is so, I cannot stress that enough. Like you have to do your due diligence, and you have to know what is going on and what your rights are as a consumer, what your compelled rights are as a consumer. And if you read the laws and understand what laws or violations that these companies are impending, then it is strength, gives you confidence to know who you are and who they are and their position, and what is due to you as an obligor, or as part of the United States and the citizens that are promised for their obligations to be paid or discharged. And just to remind you guys, you can't use the words that you're finding in this realm, like coupon, remittance form. Don't go back into saying pay, and because those words are, in the legal world, they don't understand those words. It's either discharge or credit. A credit, you got to use words like accountants do, almost, because that is generally what money is. It's credits, and we are, as Americans, promised for our debts to be accredited or discharged per United States, because it's their obligation. If you read 1933 House Joint Resolution 192, you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, you have to read these things to understand why these laws came into effect and who put them into place, and what they come together with, or how they make everything come together. All right. So look, guys, I'm gonna take a piece of mail. I suggest you do this in red, but I'm using a black pen, and this is a piece of mail that I'm not going to send in. Right. So look, in the book it says, Mark on the envelope, no contract. So I'm putting big words. No contract. So here we go, guys. No contract. Return to sender. Okay. All right, so that's it for this video, under 20 minutes. I'll be coming up with another video. I just wanted to do this live real quick to encourage you guys to do your due diligence and look up the Truth in Lending Act, billing error 1666. Also look up 15 United States Code, USC 1638, 15 USC 1640, and 12 CFR 1026.5. All right, and I'll put that in the chat for you guys. Good, how are you? 1638. All right, guys, I want to remind you, again, I know it's exciting, this information, this stuff works, okay? I don't want to say stuff. These are laws put in place for you as a United States citizen for you to utilize, and they're not going to teach you this in school. The government's very good at distracting you by using social media outlets and the news and just other outlandish tactics through radio and multimedia. So you can believe you can believe whatever you want, or you can believe what you know as far as these laws that are not being dispersed to other people. And I want to encourage you guys, if you're getting it, you're wrapping your head around this, don't try to force other people to believe it. I mean, you're running across some people who are interested, but they're not going to be committed. There's a difference, you know. So if someone's just interested, they'll dibble dabble in it, and they'll be, oh, that's cool, and they'll ask you a whole bunch of questions because they're not reading the laws and the statutes. So don't waste your time. Focus on yourself so you can be a benefit to someone else. That's my goal. My goal is to focus on what I need to know and understanding how to correct my opportunities, or make my opportunities work for me, and learn as much as information that I need to do that in a legal way, so that in turn I have enough knowledge and time, because I'm not working my butt off trying to pay bills that are already paid for, so that I can spend more time with on just helping other people and cultivating my kids. Anybody got questions or anything? Literally have codes. Codes for days, guys. And that's what I'm here sitting here doing. I'm going to go ahead and go through these codes, write them down, and read them out loud so they can be stuck. And then I've got some, I got a packet I got to send to Tico. I got some good content coming up, guys. Bear with me. Peace and love. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Let me go.